Deep breath. Let it out and you shoot him.
Hey, how's it going? Thanks for tuning in. In this video, I wanted to share our experience during our first turkey hunting trip. Now, this is something we've wanted to do for years, and thanks to my wife, I'm excited to say we finally did it. She found us an outfitter 3 hours away that offers a 2-day turkey hunt on their 15,000-acre property. And after speaking with the owner-operator, we booked our trip and headed off, stopping in Solvang, California for a stretch and some desserts, of course.
Oh, I'm saying.
After a short drive from there, we arrived at the property, where we were greeted with dinner and some whiskey.
Hi, babe.
So don't get a Creed.
That 6.5 PRC is putting it to
Don't get a
sleep.
Creedmoor.
The first day of our hunt started at 4:30 a.m., traveling via side-by-side to our first location.
Phone at home, son of a bitch.
There, we sat in our blind for an hour and a half calling out for these birds. Now, being complete rookies at this, we weren't aware how difficult it was to call this tom over to us. This tom came out from his roost in the middle of the fog, which apparently they don't like doing. The tom started to turn tail after losing interest in our decoys, so he started following his hen away. So my wife had to take this opportunity. It was now or find a new turkey. And at 35 yards, this wasn't the easiest shot.
That's the bird. Good job.
So much easier than the chair.
Good job.
Oh shit.
No way.
I'm pretty sure that did it.
Just like that, my wife bags her first wild turkey, and all before 9 a.m. On the way back to the barn to put her prize in storage, our guide hears the gobble of a tom out in the distance. We decide to disembark from the side-by-side and work our way on foot. We sat along the edge of a tree line looking out to an open meadow. On the other end of the meadow is another tree line full of turkeys. We first hear two different toms gobbling back at our calls, and after a few more minutes, hear another gobble in the distance. We continue to sit here in silence, intermittently sending out calls. When one gobble got closer, another gobble got further. But sadly, after an hour and a half, we were unable to get these birds to leave their tree line. So we got back into the side-by-side to get my wife's bird into storage to dry.
He'll dry out there.
We get to our third location for our hunt, back into a blind this time, but our blind is set at the top of a gradual field with 3 decoys set at about 10 to 15 yards away. After about 30 minutes, we heard 2 toms far out in the distance. A few minutes later, we counted 4 different toms responding to our calls. Suddenly, we caught a glimpse of a tom strutting out into the open field at about 120 yards away. Our guide, with his decades of experience, said to us, "I won't be calling this bird anymore," because this bird had locked in on our decoys. Slowly but surely, he made a straight line over to us. After about 15 minutes, he was in my sights. Now I have to admit, this shot was not as difficult as my wife's, the sunlight, the short distance, and the turkey coming towards me.
Shoot him.
I was filled with adrenaline and anxiety after killing my first turkey. A surreal sensation of excitement mixed with gratefulness. Excitement from successfully hunting my first turkey, and grateful for the opportunity of harvesting our own food.
That's a good bird. What his furs look like. Nice furs, bud. Nice furs. Good bird. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Good for you. Yeah, where'd you shoot?
I was aiming right at the...
Hold on, red. Looked like to me. That looked like the Zagruder film there for a minute with that red mist. Way to go.
With our 2 turkeys bagged, it was time to start processing them.
Look at your turkey's face. Or lack thereof.
This is what it looks like in a C-section.
Now, this wasn't our first time seeing an animal being processed, but having an animal processed that we've hunted ourselves gave us a bigger understanding of self-sufficiency and what that truly means. We'll be eating these birds for sure, so I'm thinking I want to try making my own nuggets from the turkey breast. Our guide suggested using the thighs in a pot pie.
They don't just show up there.
The tail feathers and the beards will be used on plaques to commemorate our first hunt.
Beautiful.
You might be asking yourself, what about the turkey legs? Our guide was adamant about not eating wild turkey legs. The meat is extremely tough. He's tried to slow cook a wild turkey leg for 2 days and the meat would still not fall off the bone. So we decided to forego the legs. With our hunts successfully completed so early in the day, we decided to take a tour of the 15,000 acre property. Our guide also let us try out his 6.5 PRC Seiko that he spoke so highly about. A couple of minutes after target practice, our guide spotted a bobcat that he needed to eliminate. Bobcats, mountain lions, and coyotes wreak havoc on other species on the property, so this is how you keep their numbers in check.
Oh, he's small.
Take all the turkeys, Miles.
While our turkey meat was freezing, we continued our tour of the property and also offered a hand with different chores that had to be done.
There are 6.
Sister had that gun, you know. She had it.
No, I don't know. She's not doing very good.
We finished our hunt with a greater understanding and appreciation for hunting, as well as a greater understanding of the responsibility that comes with it. The biggest misconception about hunters is that they're just a bunch of barbarians who head out to the forest and kill anything that moves. But that couldn't be farther from the truth. Hunters are some of the biggest nature lovers and conservationists out there. Hunters believe animals should live their lives out in their natural habitats, out in the wild. Hunters see the beauty of these animals, but they also believe that their populations need to be kept in check and that massively processed meat is hurting the health of humans. So they choose to harvest their own natural meat and take only what they need. If you've never tried hunting before, we highly recommend it. It's an experience that we truly loved, and we'd hope that you'd love it as well. We plan to do this again and also step up to a deer hunt someday. So if you'd like to see that in a future video, let us know in the comments. Give this video a thumbs up, please consider subscribing, and as always, thank you for watching.